The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? Outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Check 20. Kill. Watch twist. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill. Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey,
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes the move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Man up, D.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Murray, running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Trubisky. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Breeze now. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
They don't want it.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Completes it to Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
56.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, alert! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hey, watch the ball.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming under. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Rip right.
They'll try the right side with Murray. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
You're good. Line 4, ready.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. End up picking up 2.
Yellow waiting.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
65. Switch. Check 37. 45. You kill. 3 buzz.
Now a give right side. It's Murray, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Kill. Under 10. 10. Check. Lucky. Easy, opposite.
Now Kamara.
Running on me.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Ready.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
You ain't got nothing.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A couple of first downs as the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Bandit. Lock in.
Trubisky will throw. Going up top for Miller. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Charlie. 56. What?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
36. Blue. Mike, 56. Alert. Stop your whining. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
Ready?
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 9, check 9. Watch twist.
Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Lutz puts this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hey, alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, 36. Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's back to throw.
Here we go.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Bring it. Bring it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, easy. Motion.
On first down, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. General West. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try to run with Murray. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety.
This is Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Kill. Check 13. Hey, easy.
Breeze is looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And
it got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Trubisky.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Target. 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 Check.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's not going to get out of the end zone. Murray is taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, They can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.